in the middle of the road. I actually thought, somebody is doing a bakra or something. Commandos came in and they said, you're a apana padega hamare saath and all that. Some people might call me fixer and all that in Twitter and sometimes or other. I have no time for them. I was literally begging, literally begging, sir, you are in my place. I explained everything. In fact, he wanted me to write, accept it, what the story which is written, and I had signed refusal to sign. Just accusations, and without proven guilty, I have lost 7 years. So obviously they had their own reasons and maybe washing their hands off for, anyway, Sri's got 12 surgeries done. He's a Malayali at the end of the day, 1-2 World Cup. They should be more than happy. I want to win the Ranji Trophy for Kerala straight away this year. There's no 1 year, 2 year, 3 year goal. I have forgiven myself for forgiving the people who God might even not forgive.
Srisanth, thank you for taking the time out to speak to me. It's been a crazy 7 years for you. The ordeal does end in 2 months, September 2020, when your BCCI ban ends, and you are planning to make a comeback. We will talk about that as well. But let's start, from when it all started, 16th May 2013. Do you remember that day? Do you remember where you were? Were you in a hotel where you were? And, what happened when the cops came and arrested you? What did they tell you was happening?
May 16th, I clearly remember, very clearly remember exactly what happened. And I was picked up at, I think, 3:15, 3:30, just on the way. I think from Carter Road, on the way to the after party, and from there, I think I was just blindfolded and all that, and I was asked to sit in the car for a long time. I actually thought somebody is doing a bakra or something. The way they came and they stopped the car, and the commandos came in and they said, "You're a apana padega hamare saath." Then we went off to Delhi, and from there they took me as if I am some big terrorist or something, completely blindfolded and with bulletproof cars and all that. And I don't know, it was very shocking. I was very emotional at that point of time, and I was just crying. In fact, after 12 days, I was taken to, I think Tihar, and after that, I think 27 days. I think June 9th, I got the bail. I clearly remember all those things. I will never forget. I have forgiven myself for forgiving a lot of people. I think even God may not forgive them, but then I have forgiven me for forgiving them.
Jitu Janardhan was a name that was brought up a lot in the conversations, in a lot of the investigations. He was known to be a friend of yours, and there was a conversation saying he picked up the money. Therefore, he was called the middleman, and therefore they sort of connected you to him. What did you have to say about that?
See, I don't even want to talk about him. In fact, the way my mom used to call him was like my son. I mean, her son, one of the sons, and I knew him from MRP. He was a cricketer. He's still a cricketer, but the police and the media showed him as a bookie. So, they showed him as if he's everywhere. He was in my house. They showed pictures of him shopping with me, and he showed a lot of other things, proving to a local personality that he's some bookie. Why is Srishant the cricketer seen with a bookie? That was the main idea behind what, how they showed it, and it took me almost 2.5 years to prove it. And all I asked him is, have you done it? And he said no. And that's the only conversation I had in the last. And that too, that I asked him only in the court. I'm not in touch. Even the court questioned me why he is not talking bad about him, or, not to me, but to the lawyers. All I said is, I know what I'm going through. I know what my family is going through. Just accusations, and without proven guilty, I have lost 7 years. He didn't lose much. He didn't get banned. And in fact, he had come for even selection. A lot of people doesn't even know. They don't even talk about it, because if they talk about it, then he doesn't become a bookie. So, he had come for the Rajasthan Royal selection also. A lot of things, obviously, this is the first time I'm speaking about all this. So all I can say is, I am, most of the interview people might ask, how come you answered all this? So all I can say is, you are somebody I remember. I clearly, I think 2015 or 16, or I think in fact last year, I think 1 year or a couple of years back, you asked Saurav Ganguly in an interview, and that really motivated me. And when you asked me for this interview, I was more than happy to, be honest. And so all I can say is, I don't want to talk much about him. That's someone chapter I've forgotten and forgiven.
The spot fixing allegation that was made against you, they said that it was decided that you would concede 14 runs in an over whereas in fact you conceded 13. They said you'd use a towel before your second spell. You didn't have a second spell in that match, and they said you would waste some time before bowling that over because that would give time to the bookies. How difficult was that for you to explain to people?
See, I was obviously at the in the interrogations for 16 to 18 hours, literally asking the same question again and again. They, in fact, showed me as some, even in the FIR report, they had me, my picture was next to Dawood, and people, whoever was behind, literally planning everything one by one. In fact, even Rajasthan Royals, for that matter, the way they washed their hands off on saying that 12th itself, Srishant contract was terminated. That was the biggest lie on the earth. I was asked to come to Delhi on the 17th. Me and Brad Hogue, in fact, one of the seniors, we were asked, you can, because we are qualified for the knockouts, we are asked to come to Delhi on the 18th. And in fact, there is a ad appearance in Bombay. That is the only reason I went to Bombay. Otherwise, I would have flown Jaipur, Bombay, Bangalore, and in fact, Bangalore to Kochi. There are so many things which nobody knows because that's the first time I'm talking about. In fact, so at that point of time, it was so shocking. As you asked, putting a towel. In fact, I never got a thank you. I mean, at least you read. I never got a third spell. I mean, or second spell. In the second spell also, I would have had the towel because it is really hot. The first first four balls went for 5 runs. I didn't bowl a single no ball. I didn't bowl a single wide. I didn't even try for a slower ball. And Gilchrist was on strike. In fact, if I had deep square leg, he would have got out when I tried the bouncer. Why would I try and get somebody out if I knew what's happening? And the case was, first of all, not there because apparently the bookie was talking about 14 plus runs. So there itself, the case is over. Ninth, if I had done that, why did they wait till the 16th to arrest me? So that means there were so many conspiracies behind it. I think they must have had a big conversation with a lot of people and asked them what to do. In fact, you can ask Dharam Sen. I would love to. I don't know whether he will remember, but I had in fact asked. Even the towel, in fact, there was no towel only. In fact, it was so hot. Literally, even Rahul Bhai, most everybody had towel later because of the humidity. But I clearly remember I was me asking. I think this is stupid, which when I speak about it, because when I asked Dharam Sena, what do you think? If I bowl the first over well, do you think I'll get a wicket with the towel? In fact, I was asking, should I put it or shouldn't I put it? When I look back, it's like I don't know. I don't know. All I can say is maybe I had to go through it and maybe become a better man. And I was very disappointed with Mr. Paddy Opton. What was he thinking when he wrote those things? Srishant was desperate to play, and I never knew what was he trying to do. Selling his book. All I can say is, I was somebody who always motivated and supported him when literally hardly people cared for him. And just for the sake of one franchisee, he just sold me off. Literally, the guy who sold me is him, the way I should say, because to sell his book. And a lot of people wanted me to react to that. All I said is, in his book, he had written me, even today, when they ask me about who is your favorite captain, Dhoni or Rahul Dravid, I say Rahul Dravid because that's the amount of respect I have for him. Paddy Upton wrote, after the Chennai match, I came and abused him. I will never, ever abuse a personality like him, first of all. If that book, selling those books helped Mr. Paddy Upton to take care of their family, God bless him.
4 months is all it took for BCCI to, complete their investigation in the entire matter. May was when, the arrest was made, and by September they decided that, you were guilty, you and the others were guilty, and then they banned you for life. So, do you remember that day?
Absolutely. See, I was, in fact, I was given an opportunity to explain myself, but literally no explanation was needed. Before even I went to the interview, I had got the message and phone call in the morning itself that some channels are already showing that Srishant is life banned. He's going to get life banned. So obviously they had their own reasons and maybe washing their hands off for, anyway, Sri's got 12 surgeries done. He's a Malayali at the end of the day, 1-2 World Cup. They should be more than happy that what is wrong if cricket goes, he's anyway into entertainment. I went up, explained myself. I was given 10 minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Then I was said, okay, I came out. By the time I came out of the lift, it was on the news that life ban. In fact, when I met, what's his name, the in charge, who I had an opportunity to explain to him, In fact, I was literally begging, literally begging, sir, you are in my place. I explained everything. In fact, he wanted me to write, accept it, what the story which is written, and I had signed refusal to sign. I had written refusal to sign, but uh, at the BCCI meeting, he was sitting there, and he was showing me, see, this is what the truth is. Even though you haven't signed, this is the truth. So it was very, it was like as if they never wanted me. That was the feeling, and it was very. Uh, how do I say? After giving everything possible, giving your life, they took your life.
You're back in the net, you're practicing, the lockdown's over, so you can, return and start training again once, since your ban is going to finish in September. So how much are you looking forward to this? I mean, obviously it's been a long, long, long wait for you.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great responsibility, in fact, rather than challenge. Everybody is asking questions about it. It's going to be competitive and challenging, but it's going to be a great learning experience for me. I haven't played for last 7 years. I want to win the Ranji Trophy for Kerala straight away this year. There's no 1 year, 2 year, 3 year goals. Plan A is to win Ranji Trophy. People ask me, "Are you nervous?" More than nervous, because the first ball I'm going to bowl in a first class match, whether it's a list day, whether it's a one day T20, or even the practice match which we are going to play will be, I think, covered. And but one thing is there, as my own teammates always used to call me an actor or entertainer. I'm looking forward. It's good that first match will be covered so that I bowl at the right areas and entertain the crowd, which I always used to do.